McKoy of Canada, fourth at the World Championships in 1983, fourth in Los Angeles in '84, fourth in the World Championships in 1991. He is in lane 4.
So excited to be here with Mark McKoy, 1992 gold medal winner of the hurdles, and you're so inspiring. I'm so glad that you're here to share some of your thoughts with my students about how to succeed doing what you love, the importance of training, of coaching, and just having that focus and just keep drilling.
I go to schools all the time and I talk to kids, and there are 3 things that are most important. It's not genetics, it's not talent, it's finding what you love to do, and I mean love to do, not like to do, because it's a lot of hard work. The process is simple, but it's not easy.
It's not just picking the right pieces and showing the kinds of things that the program's looking for.
Yeah.
It's a lot of life skills too, right?
Yeah.
And it's a big moment in your life because you're following after your goals and dreams.
Yeah, this is, me,
Yeah.
this is the accumulation of my schooling. This is what I'm going to be doing, hopefully, for the rest of my life. This is the most expensive thing I've ever spent money on.
The second thing is finding out how to do it. And I spent years and years and years working hard, getting advice from a lot of people, but the most important thing is coaching, and not just coaching, good coaching. A lot of people out there want to coach you, but you need the right coaching advice.
Well, that's what I saw in you, that you did have ability. It was just how to bring it out of the work that you had in the time that you had to show them the kinds of ideas and the potential that you have. And that's the challenge sometimes, how to recognize what's going to show them the potential that you have.
Yeah.
And it's harder to know that as a high school student.
Yeah.
What would a professor be looking at? What does show my potential?
And then the third thing is just to do it. It's the hard work. And that's what makes the difference between really successful people and talented people who know they don't have to work hard because everything sort of falls in their plate.
I just completed my Ryerson initiation, for lack of a better term, on Saturday in the afternoon session. It was the last one that they had of 6. So there's about 1,200 applicants, only about 10% of which get in.
But at the end of the day, the one that works the hardest with the best coaching is the one that's going to be most successful.
I met someone there from my school. He was the talented artist person, right? I think I told you about this already. And he said that he was not worried at all. I mean, yeah, I get it. He was a talented artist, but it was kind of funny because I found out just yesterday, in fact, that he never got an invite.
The one thing I always tell kids is they see athletes who are talented, or people in their field that are talented, or they say maybe sometimes it's genetics, but I found that hard work will beat talent and genetics 100% of the time.
I went from having next to nothing to having a bound printed portfolio in about 40 days. I don't think it's a surprise because I don't think I've ever wanted something as much as this.
They saw ideas in you. That's what I saw when I looked at your work, and that's why I helped you bring out both your sketching ability and your idea generation ability, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the odds anyway of winning the Olympics is 1 in 22 million. So the odds of winning, if you're young and healthy, are very, very slim. I was old and unhealthy.
And then I was in the first dozen they sent out the invites to.
Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic.
So I was in the top, 0.5% of all applicants apparently.
Another thing that's really important is it's not always the big things you do.
When I was at home during the weekend, it was pretty much all of my waking hours was spent working on this.
I trained hard. I worked out every day, hours a day, but it was the little things. When I went to Britain and I found the best coach in the world, Malcolm Arnold, who coached the best hurdler in the world, he noticed that my foot was off by 1 inch.
The first hurdle, it is McKoy, but it's very close. Mark McKoy of Canada leads at 50 meters. Now, does he have the strength to go all the way at the finish line?
I actually had 39 crooked steps in a race. So that 1 inch translated to 39 inches. And I won the Olympics in Barcelona by 39 inches.
Ready to go! Canada has a gold medal in track and field! Mark McKoy!
I think the biggest impact on my life, as I probably mentioned before, is coaching.
I don't know what I'd be doing without you here to even like, you know, shoot me a word, but now and again, be completely lost. Like I'd be, you know, handing in a book of that and probably, you know, walking away very discouraged a month from now. I would totally recommend people talk to you. You're very knowledgeable. You know the whole thing inside and out. And I'm so glad that you were there.